Hi guys, welcome to another beer review, and today we've got a collaboration between BrewDog and Verdant. Apologies about the stained fingers. Just been cutting the grass as it's about to rain because I can smell the weather, evidently. So yeah, we're having a look at a bottle of Sheena, which is, I'd imagine it's an IPA, clocking in at 6% ABV. This intense IPA comes ready to rock and steal the stage. Massive tropical passion fruit and grapefruit aromas. Yeah, so it's an IPA, as you would expect from BrewDog and the Verdant boys and girls. Anyway, so nice looking artwork and part of their sort of like collaboration labels that they do. Picked this up from BrewDog Manchester for about £3, which is pretty damn good. £3 for some Dare. I've got it on my mind. Well, I did have because I had my hat on, but yeah, Verdant for £3. Sounds good to me. Anyway, so let's see what we get with this one. Not heard anyone talk about this one, so I don't have any preconceptions going into it. Although I've got to say, BrewDog have been really on form for me recently. I've been to Manchester like once every fucking 3 weeks or something like that, and I've been really blown away with the Imperial Stouts recently. And yeah, so looking forward to giving this a try, and you can smell the beer from here. It smells absolutely wonderful. Oh, it smells good. So beer in a glass then. And it's, you know, it's hazy, but not as hazy as you would expect. It's a little bit darker, on that sort of darker amber look. A little bit opaque and turbid. With a lovely soapy head, which is slightly off-white. Almost looks like a West Coast IPA, especially on the light on the camera. Anyway, on the nose, big grapefruit, loads of citrus. A little bit of a tropical watermelon vibe. There's a very subtle sort of piney sweetness, like a real stickiness about the beer. Yeah, lovely, gentle, yet fragrant. Is there a bottled on date on this? Because I'm not even sure when this was brewed. So, best before date is the 28th of the 2nd, 2020. So I'd imagine, going off BrewDog, that this would have a year's shelf life. So we're coming up towards the latter part of March as I'm recording this one, so it's probably got around a month or just under a month, taking into consideration the leap year and that sort of thing. But yeah, it's still smelling absolutely wonderful. Anyway, looks good, smells good, let's give it a taste. Cheers, guys. Okay, that's interesting. It's got those tropical flavours, as you would expect. I'd say there's actually more of a big push of citrus flavours, like blood orange, pink grapefruit. It's got an initial bit of sweetness up front, but then the bitterness comes through right on the back end. And it's got a lovely lingering bitterness, actually. It's got a nice level of crispness. It's not the boldest of bodies. It is sort of like toned down, but definitely quaffable. And it does have slightly resinous characters about it. So I'm not sure if this is actually being marketed as sort of a New England, or if it's just a hoppy IPA. Jump in and surf the crowd like the summer of 1972, or 77, I should say. Yeah, it's very citrusy, very zesty, big bitterness there, which I do like. At 6% ABV, it's just crushable. It's just one of those, it's got enough flavour, but it's laid back enough for you to just sit back and enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? Perfect for, you know, just coming out of the garden and just sitting down and winding. Get some, you know, spicy chicken wings or maybe a pizza. It's going to go well with that. And actually, thinking of like pizza, get a bit of like a bell pepper sort of flavour coming through, which actually works really nicely. It's not like big or bold or anything like that, but yeah, it's a big citrusy IPA. I'd have thought this would have actually been a citrus IPA. So again, I'm not sure about the full concept of it, mainly because I can't read that writing because my eyes are terrible. Plus, it does help that one eye looks that way and the other eye looks ahead. Anyway, so BrewDog and bottled by BrewDog. Yeah, lovely stuff. Really, really is. You know, it's got that sort of like, it's going to sound really dickish, but I mean it in the best way possible. It's got that approachability of BrewDog, that groundedness, BrewDog, but it's not one of those collaborations where you think, oh, well, where's Verdant in all this? Is it the best Verdant beer you're going to drink? Hell no. You know that. BrewDog knew that when they were brewing this. But should they brew that again? Hell yes. For the price I paid, even better. I should have picked up a 6-pack of this. Well worth the money. I think I paid because obviously you pay like a little bit extra for drinking in. I think I paid about £3.40 for it. I am not going to complain at that. And even if it was like at that £4 to £5 price point, I'd still think it is worth a go. Yeah, highly recommended if you see it in your local BrewDog or in the web shop, or if any other places stock this beer. It showcases Verdant perfectly, and it's got that approachability yet quality of BrewDog. I know BrewDog get slated a lot, but I think with beers like this, their collaborations are fantastic. Some of the seasonals have been wonderful. I was a little bit disappointed, I have to say, by some of the fanzine beers that I had when I signed up for it. But I tell you what though, their Imperial Stouts have been fantastic. I had the barrel-aged version of Radio Zombie DJ, I think that's what it was called. I mean, I had the original version a few weeks earlier, tasted bang on. And when it was barrel aged, it just added more cakiness to it. It was wonderful, and some of the others that I've had. Plus, at the BrewDog bars, I got to have Yellow Belly on tap from Buxton and Omnipio. Got to pick up a couple of bottles, you know, on their little sort of, you know, hey ho to the beer, because unfortunately of the bullshit copyright stuff. I'm talking about other things about BrewDog right now, but I don't care. Plus, when I was there picking this up, they had a Meet the Brewer event with the oh my god, what are they called? I've just had their name on the tip of my tongue and it's just disappeared. Like a hype American brewery who did is it the Homestead IPA? What are they called? I mean, I had a double IPA by them and it was just terrific. So the fact that BrewDog can still get these like breweries in there, I think, don't write them off, which a lot of people do, unfortunately. Plus, their overworked stuff that they've released has been, some of them have been absolutely wonderful. And again, it's sort of giving you access to those American-style sours that you usually pay like 30 to 40, maybe even more, for, you know, a bomber bottle of. So, yeah, I think it's unfair to write off BrewDog, no matter how big they get. They do a lot of, you know, promoting local breweries in each bar. They have really good guest taps. They host events. The food's good there as well, always a plus. You know you're going to have a good drinking experience. And thankfully, I've yet to actually have a really boring BrewDog beer recently. And I've seen some of the stuff that's been released in the supermarkets. I'd love to see Clockwork Tangerine or another citrus IPA come in. For the summer months. I mean, I know there's Elvis Juice. Who the hell doesn't like Elvis Juice? But yeah, this is a wonderful collaboration and definitely worth giving a go, especially if you can pick it for just under £4. That's insane, insanely good. Very citrusy though, very, very citrusy, which I'm a big fan of. So if you have tried this beer, then let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. Check out BrewDog, check out Verdant. I've got playlists for both of them on the channel, so you can check them out. And yeah, if any of my friends from Hell Beer Tubers have reviewed it, I'll put their links down below as well. But yeah, 8 out of 10. Fantastic stuff. Definitely, definitely worth a go. Thank you guys for watching, and I shall hopefully see you all later. Bearded Iris. That's who it was, Bearded fucking Iris. They had an event with Bearded Iris, and the beers were phenomenal. Anyway, Thank you guys for watching. I think it's because I saw I've got a lack of a beard that put bearded Iris in my head. Anyway, waffling now. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you'll join me next time for another beer review. Cheers, and see you guys later.